We are live and on the air on this Wednesday night baseball here in the AA Central. Tonight, a pretty Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Mission. Coming up right after this. Dan Altavilla, a right-hander from the great state of Pennsylvania. You can see his stats right there. ERA is .575, 20-1 innings, 12 walks, and 24 strikeouts on his record. And so far, we are ready to go on this Wednesday night as we're getting set for Wednesday evening baseball right here on MLB Network. First pitch by Altavilla, and here we go. We are underway as a four-seam fastball will be swung on and missed. And the count now is 0-1. Altavilla, his age 28 years old, from McKeesport, Pennsylvania. And fifth draft pick of 2014 by the Seattle Mariners. Overall was 141. Into the windup, the 0-1. Right there, right to second. And right to first for the out at first, and one away. Well, the chance now to give you starting lineups here tonight for the AA Central affiliate of the Houston Astros, the Corpus Christi Hooks. So far, the Hooks winning in 4-1 last night in the contest against the San Antonio Missions. And got to say, they are looking in another one here tonight. Pedro Leon coming in, number 2 batter. And that's going to be far and outside for the slider, and the count 1-0. So far, Daniel Altavilla goes by the nickname, should I say the name called Buzzy. So Buzzy out there on the mound, even though his name is Dan. The count now 1-0 and 1 away. Here's the pitch. And that's a four-seam fastball. Near triple-digit numbers for the mile-per-hour velocity. So far, 1-1 is the count. So far, tune in through tonight, through Sunday night games as we continue our series against the Corpus Christi Hooks. Right to third and right to first for the out, and 2 down. And now that'll bring in the Corpus Christi catcher, Corey Lee, as he strides in, ready to go in the top half of the first inning. 2 away, nobody on. Right there, four-seam fastball in the count, 0-1. So far after this homestand, Mission's gone for 2 weeks on the road. First stop will be in West Texas at Midland. They'll play the Rockhounds for a 6-game set. Then after that, Missions will head to Corpus Christi. They'll play the Hooks on the beach. And then Missions return home on Tuesday, August 24th, as they will begin a 6-game set against the Midland Rockhounds. Right there, high fly in the air. And that'll get down for the base hit. So the inning still stays alive. 2 outs and a runner at first on a single.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 23.
And that'll bring in the first baseman, number 23, JJ Matajevic. Continuing to keep the inning alive. Throw to first, and not in time. Lee is back in standing. So far looking in is Dan Altavilla. And now here's the pitch. Right there and in for a four-seam fastball. Called for a strike in the count, 0-1. Great home crowd we have here tonight. Got fans from both sides, Corpus Christi and San Antonio fans. those that are watching by MLB Network, the show, and our proud sponsor of Taco Bell. Anytime the missions this remainder of the season through August and September, you can get a coupon for 2 when the missions overturn a double play in any game. Should I say the home games that come in between Corpus Christi, Amarillo, and Midland, the remainder of our opponents. 0-2. Right there, swing and a miss. And get him down on the high one, and that was a beautiful one as he'll swing out of his shoes for the final out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the first, and we have no score. Sean Dubin, a right-hander from the Empire State, getting the call. 6'1", 171 pounds, age 24. Getting the start for Corpus Christi here tonight. CJ Abrams coming in, and he'll lead off the bottom of the first inning for the San Antonio Missions here. Taking a four-seam fastball outside the zone, and the count 1-0. Sean Dubin from his home in Allegheny, New York. He was the 13th overall pick in 2018 and drafted in the Houston Astros organization. So far, his college was Georgetown, Kentucky College. So far, his full name is Sean Anthony Dubin. 1-1 right there, 2-1, and the ball outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. The pitch, and that's going to be right there. Right to the first baseman. He takes it, and he got it for himself out at first. And that will be 1 away. Well, the chance now to give you a Double-A Central affiliate of the San Diego Padres, your San Antonio Missions. So far, the Missions in a 2-game losing streak. Losing Sunday afternoon and yesterday. And so far tonight, looking for a W here in this one. Now, Aggie Rosario, he strides into the plate. 1 away, nobody on. 0-1, right there. And right to the hot corner man. Run it out, and he is out at first base.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Now that'll bring up the hot corner man, Eschuri Ruiz. First time up to meet Sean Dubin from the Empire State, from Allegheny, New York.
Count 1-0.
So far, his age is 25. And he will have a birthday on September 6th. So early happy birthday to Sean. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's lifted high fly in the air. Left field. And oh man, he can't get to it. Going to first, going to second. And he's going to stretch into a 2-out triple. He's going to get in there. Yes, he will. And boy, howdy, a base hit for San Antonio leads to a 2-out triple.
The left fielder.
They run it down. They can't catch up with it. The guy out in the center field area belly flops. And he's just like a fish out of water. And so far, the first run at 90 feet away. Need a base hit here. And that should bring in the runner home at third. The left fielder is Ben Ruda as he will stride in. Looking pretty good for San Antonio. Need a base hit for a run in. 0-1 right there, and that's going to be a fair ball. The run in to score, and now that'll be a run and an RBI double in there.
The catcher, number 25.
And what a way to get that one going. That one bounced, and it was fair. And the manager in a little bit of a disagreement. So far, the call has been overruled. It was a fair ball in the very start of it. And so far, he says, okay, I'll let it pass. Michael Cantu covering the catcher position for Winston Sawyer tonight. And so far, Sawyer is off as the evening. So, got to say for him, he's got a good chance watching a whole ball game.
That's a ball.
From the dugout. So far, after pitching a couple of weeks, he gets the night off as the catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And here's the pitch. Right there. Hit to short. And they'll get him for the final out of the inning. Ben Ruda will hit a base hit. And that will give the Missions their first hit of the ball game. And first run in. So the top half of the second comes. San Antonio leads it 1-0. Top of the second, and here is Corey Julks to lead off the visitor second half. And leading on the mound for the Missions is Dan Altavilla. He is in. Beats 1 inning and on to the second. 2-seam fastball in the count 1-0. We're underway of the top half of the Corpus Christi second. In the windup, the 1-0. Right there, high fly in the air to center, and the center fielder will run it down, and that will be the first out of the inning. Chance now to give you the Missions defensive alignment, and out there in shortstop is C.J. Abrams, a man that can throw the ball like he has been doing through the whole season. So far, this guy, he is just absolute fire when he throws that fastball. He could get it going. Alex McKenna, the center fielder for Corpus Christi, comes in, and here is the pitch to him. That is far and outside for the 4-seam fastball. And the count now is 1-0. So far, everybody having a good time on this Wednesday night. Don't forget that Saturday evening in our promotionals is Texas flag jersey giveaway to the first 2,000 fans that enter the gates at 6 o'clock. And so far, that's going to be a pretty good giveaway. We will show y'all what that is like on a Saturday stream. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. And the count now is 1-1. 1 away and nobody on bases. 1-1 by Altavilla. That's going to be a slider inside, and the count 1-2. So far, pretty good. Looking for a strikeout. And 10 strikeouts for a free breakfast on a bun from our proud sponsor, Whataburger. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dan looking in. Pitches and deals. Swing and a miss. Get him down. And 2 up, 2 down. Second strikeout by Dan. And that's 2 Ks for the San Antonio starter. Looking pretty good. And here is Zach Daniels. Here's the pitch to him. And that's far and inside for the 2-seam fastball. And the count now 0-1. Gotta love a beautiful evening, and gotta say, looking at the weather, thunderstorms arriving by the overnight and probably all day tomorrow. So come out to the ball game while you still can and catch the Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks playing each other here tonight. Swing and a miss, and the slider, and the count 0-2. So far through the past couple of times, the Missions were at home, and rain has just come. So far, the couple of times with Amarillo and Springfield. There was rainstorms, postponed games, and also against Corpus Christi during our last time we met up with them. 0-2 is the count. So far, 2 away and 1 more strike here in this half inning. Now here is the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called, and that is 3 Ks right there for Altavilla, as that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Bottom of the second, San Antonio leads it 1-0. Bottom of the second, here's the first baseman, Tyler Malone, as he will lead it off.
The first baseman, number 33.
And so far, so good. 3 Ks and need only 7 more. Or should I say 8 more. And you get a free breakfast on the bun from our proud sponsor, Whataburger. And that's going to be right there. And that's going to fall for the base hit. So the right fielder gets right there, and the center fielder says, no, let me handle it. I'll try to catch it and try to get some outs here. Right fielder Joshua Mears as he'll strike in. The count now 0-1. So far, pretty good. 2 half innings here of play. And now here is the 0-1. Right there, swing and a miss, and the count 0-2. 0-2 the count. Right here, 0-2. And that's going to be line drive up the middle. That's going to be trouble. Going to second, going to third, and they are going to race him home. And the run in to score from second base, and now the Missions lead by 2.
The center fielder, Robert Hassel.
That will bring in the center fielder, Robert Hassel. Coming into this one and looking for another run to be batted in. So far, so good for San Antonio. They put a run and a double in there. Missions up by 2-0 against the Corpus Christi Hooks. And gotta say, pretty good. 0-1. And lifted, and that'll go foul, so the count 0-2. 0-2 the count. And right there, and that'll go foul. Sean Dubin at an ERA of 5.06 over 3.96. That's going to be back up the middle, a base hit. And that's going to put runners on corners now. And so far with nobody out. And time is going to be called here as here comes the pitching coach. So far, he is telling them something. He says, look, I don't understand what's the matter with you, but you better get a grip. You better start doing what you're supposed to be doing, getting the outs. So far, a starter pitcher can lose confidence easy. Well said, then done. And pretty much it ain't going his way. And pretty much got first and third with a run in. Robbie Podorski coming in. And that's going to be right there, and he tags 2. Oh, my goodness, double play right there.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
He gets the run out. The ball hit the first, and he takes both of them out of the ball game. And lifted high in the air. And right to the right fielder, that will end the inning. Joshua Mears comes in, and he scores in a run on this base hit. We go to the top half of the third inning. San Antonio leads it 2-0. Top half of the third, and here is Greg Kessinger.
Corpus Christi. The
Leading it off is Dan Altavilla as he starts his third inning of work here. The pitch in and swing and a miss, and a four-seam fastball in the count. 0-1. Gotta say, Dan Altavilla doing really well, and so far pitch counts are down to the low 20s. 0-1. Right to first. Get it down, and he's got it. Steps on the bag and takes it himself with unassisted assistance. Now that'll bring in CJ Hinojosa as he will stride in. One away and nobody on bases here in this half inning. Looking in is Altavilla as he looks at Hinojosa. Right here, here's the pitch. And four-seam fastball low and down, near at the knees, called for a strike. 0-1. Listening to us here on the radio and on YouTube Live. Make sure you guys come out to the ball game, and don't forget Saturday is Texas jersey flag giveaway. So far, the first 2,000 fans get a pretty awesome jersey as they enter the ball club and the stadium on Saturday evening. 0-1. Right here, left up in left field. Right to center. And the center fielder has it for out number 2. Do correct myself. That was in center. Apologize on that call. Probably saying, hey. Now into the box is Jeremy Pena. 0-1 is him as he was
0-1.
a fly out back in the first inning. And so far he did just all that. 0-1. Right there, swing and a miss and a two-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-2. So far, one more out in this half inning. Looking for a strikeout. Here's the pitch by Dan. Swing and a miss. Get him down. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. So, bottom of the third, San Antonio up by 2. Now, leading the home half of the third is Aggie Rosario, as he was a ground out back in the first inning. And now the pitch in, and did he go? No, he held up. Well done on Aggie. So far, that one was down outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. And lifted high fly in the air. Left field running after it. Is he going to get there? And yes, he will. Little bit shy of the warning track for the out, and one away. Now that'll bring up Esturi Ruiz as he strides in. Looking pretty good. Here's the pitch by Dubin, and that's going to be inside for the called strike. And the count now 0-1. Here's the pitch, and did he go? Yeah, circle change. Peel down behind the home plate area, and yes, he went around for the called strike. 0-2. 0-2, right there, high fly in the air, and that could be extra bases. Going to first, going to second. And trying to stretch it to a triple, and he's going to beat the throw. A one-out triple. And he went around, and he flew. That will bring in Ben Ruda. Striding in. And so far, so good. As you can see, he is just nailing these fastballs, and left fielder Ben Ruda up at the plate now. And the count now is 1-0. Double, a run batted in, 1-for-1 by this left fielder here tonight. Now the 1-0. And that's going to be right there. High fly in the air. That's going to be good enough for an RBI. And here's the run. And he is in to score. And now it's a 3-0 lead for San Antonio. What a great way of getting that one. That was a sacrifice fly. Run in to score. And that'll bring in the catcher, Michael Cantu. Cantu coming in. He'll pitch in, and that's going to be right there and out of play and foul. Bottom of the third, San Antonio up by 3 runs in this game. Pretty good night for the Missions. And so far, a long way to go in the ball game. 0-2 the count to Michael Cantu. 2 away. Nobody on, and that's going to be well hit to third. And right to first for the out, and that will end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left on bases. Top half of the fourth, San Antonio leads it 3-0. Pedro Leon, the ground out in the first 0 for 1, will lead the top of the fourth inning for the visitors. So far, Dan is in for the fourth inning. The pitch in and a four-seam fastball in the count, 0-1. So far, Dan Altavilla is the fastball thrower and high confidence on his side here tonight. So far, he's got it in him. 0-1 right there inside a 98-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Boy, howdy, this guy can throw a fast one. He could probably hit a parrot right off your shoulder without hitting you in the head. Might take your helmet off or hit you in the back and it'll knock the wind out of you. Two-seam fastball, swing and a miss. And the count is evened. Fifth strikeout. And 1 away in the inning as he was swinging a miss. 5 strikeouts, looking for 10 Ks for free breakfast. Now here is Coy Lee right there. And that's going to be a base hit. So a 1-out single, and we go back to the top of the order now.
The first baseman,
Coy Lee coming in. Now bring in the first baseman, J.J. Matajevic. He is 0 for 1. Taco Bell double play in this one. A strikeout in the first inning, and he has the 0 for 1. 3-0 our score in the top of the fourth inning. Corpus Christi looking for some runs. High fly in the air to right. Right fielder is going to camp under it. He's got it out there shy of the warning track. And for the out, and 2 away. The left fielder, Corey Jolks, a line out in the second inning, is 0 for 1. So far, pretty good for the Missions. They are up by 3 runs. And trying to shut Corpus Christi down again. Here's the pitch. And that is a little bit outside a slider in the count, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. That's four-seam fastball in the zone. And the count now is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away, 1 on. Top of the fourth, and here's the pitch. That is far and outside for a slider, and the count 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike is the count. Two and 1. High fly in the air to right field. Right fielder running after it and making the play to end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. And it is a 3-0 San Antonio lead. Tyler Malone will lead it off in the bottom of the fourth as he was a single and a run batted in. So far, 1 for 1, and gotta say pretty good if he could get some more runs here. 0-1. High fly to the air into center field. Center fielder running after it and making the play for the first out of the inning. Now that'll bring up the right fielder, Joshua Mears, a double and a run batted in last time up. 1 for 1 by the right fielder. Sun beginning to set, as you can see on the far out buildings over there. You can see that it is one of those things right there. To short, the first, and 2 down. So 2 quick, easy outs. And that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup batter, Robert Hassel, the single in the second. Here's the pitch. That is a 4-seam fastball out of the zone, and it called for the ball in the 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and chop foul. And the count now is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. And right there, that is going to be well hit. And that'll be a base hit. Gonna try to stretch it to a triple, and he's in there with a 2-out triple. What a way to get that one. You hear the pop of the bat as that one was hit well hard to the wall. And that'll bring in Robbie Podorski as he swings and misses, and the count 0-1. Line out last time back in the second inning, and 0 for 1. And that's going to be back up the middle, a run in to score. Another single run, and so far through the first 3 innings. Now 4 runs given up by Sean Dubin. Been in 3 2/3 innings. So far tonight, now at 47 pitches. And now San Antonio up by 4 runs. The pitch right there and high fly, and that will be out of play and foul. So the count now 0-1. Join us tomorrow night if we do have baseball. Then make sure you come out to the ball game, and we are live and on the air on the show at 7:05. Make sure that you stay tuned as we will have updates on Facebook, and we will let you know if baseball play is imminent or not. We'll go to the top of the 5th. San Antonio gets a run on a couple hits and nobody left on, so top of the 5th inning and 4-0 our score.
For Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi center fielder is Alex McKenna. He strides in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right there to left field, and Ruda gets it down, and he's got the first out in the inning. First come, first serve, and so far it will happen. Saturday evening, get to the ball game early, and make sure that you get there and get a free Texas flag jersey. That's going to be pretty cool. So far for everybody, I will show you this jersey. And they'll say, oh man, you should have went to the game on Saturday evening. Here is Zach Daniels. That's going to be right up the middle, a base hit to a center field position. So a 1-out single. And now Daniels getting on base. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Greg Kessinger. Kessinger coming in the top of the 5th inning. 4-0 San Antonio in the lead. And trying to hold on. And he's going and get him. He's out at second trying to steal. And so far you look at this magnificent play get him down, and he is called out. Trying to steal a bag. What a magnificent throw by the missions catcher, Michael Cantu. Cantu, what a play he's going to get. A lot of high fives as he threw that one, and he nailed out that runner trying to steal. And he got caught stealing, let me say that. 1-1. High fly, and that's going to be some trouble. And right there, it'll be a 2-out triple. And that means the run is 90 feet away.
Now batting, third baseman, CJ.
And that'll bring up the guy up out in shorts. Well, I should say, I was going to say shortstop, but CJ Hinojosa, both CJ Hinojosa and CJ Abrams both have the first name, and both of them have a CJ in their name. So far, I get confused between the Corpus Christi 9-hitter and the shortstop on San Antonio. I do apologize, Mr. Hinojosa.
The count 1-1.
So far, hope you can forgive me about that. Yeah, if I get your name a little bit mixed up, but that's all right. 1 ball, 1 strike the count, and the top of the 5th with a runner out at third. Looking for a run on a base hit. High fly in the air, and the count now is a ball and 2 strikes. Looking in is Altavilla. Here's the pitch, and that's a 4-seam fastball outside, and that'll even things at 2-2. So far looking for another strikeout. Here is the 2-2. Right there, high fly in the air, right to center, and he gets it down. And San Antonio keeps the next door neighbors off the board again, and that will be the inning. No runs on a hit and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and that's a 4-0 San Antonio lead.
San Antonio, the second baseman.
Second baseman is Aggie Rosario, halfway home tonight in this contest. And that's going to be a 4-seam fastball out of the zone and called for the ball, and the count 1-0. Dubin from his home in New York State, even though he is from Allegheny, New York. Do apologize about mispronunciation. And a pitch right there, that's going to be well hit to short and to first, and 1 away. Quick and easy out as he grounds into a out, and now that'll bring in Echery Ruiz. 2 for 2, 2 triples and 2 runs so far in the game. So far looking pretty good. Right up into center field. The center fielder does not have to move, and he's got it for 2 away.
The batter.
Now that'll bring up the left fielder, Ben Ruda. 1 for 1 double and 2 runs batted in. So far, a lovely evening. Sun already set. Daylight comes in a finish in about 30 minutes or so. 0-1. Right there, swing and a miss. And Ruda is down in the hole, and the count 0-2. Beautiful Wednesday night, and live and on the air here on MLB Network. 12 balls, 45 strikes, total 57 for Sean Dubin for the mound visitor on Corpus Christi. That one's going to be right there, and that's going to fall for the base hit. And the inning still stays alive. And the bottom of the fifth inning still goes. Well, time is called here. And here comes the manager out of the bullpen. And it looks like that will do for the starter of Sean Dubin. So far in to be the losing pitcher. And got to say, he may have disappointed his team in the dugout. And Peter Solomon will be coming in. So far, going to go ahead and get his stats going. And he's about ready to go. And here is the first pitch by Solomon. And that's in, and the called strike. And the count now 0-1. Solomon coming in. And he is from Washington, D.C., a right-hander. Swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. Fourth draft pick in the 2017 Houston Astros 2017 draft. So far, age 24, born on August 16th, 1996. Here's the 1-2. That is a slider outside, and the count 2-2. Looking pretty good. Looking for a run. Outside, and that's going to get away. And the run is in at second as Ruda will steal. Wild pitch on Peter Solomon. And forget about the out getting tagged. And so far, Michael Cantu in a full count, runner out at second. And strike three, get him down. And that will end the fifth inning. So that error does not come and haunt him after all. And we go to the top half of the sixth inning. San Antonio in the lead by 4.
Leading off for Corpus Christi.
Leading off for Corpus Christi is Jeremy Pena as he ground out strikeout 0 for 2 in this game. So far, so good, and looking for more in here. Here's the pitch, and bunt attempt, and out of play, foul. Here's the 0-1, a slider outside, and evens up at 1-1. And now time is going to be called here. The manager's coming out. And that'll bring in Evan Miller. Manager coming to the mound now as he will relieve the starter, Dan Altavilla, out of the game. And so far, a standing ovation here tonight as he is going to be the winner. And hopefully that will become his priority here tonight, is to get that chance of being a winner in the first night of his game. 6'2", 200 pounds, and age 24 to this new pitcher on the mound for San Antonio, Evan Miller. Here is the pitch. That is far and outside for the count now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here is the 2-1. High fly to left and out of play and foul, and count evens 2-2. So far, go ahead and give you the stats for Evan. Evan Miller from LaPorte, Indiana. He was drafted in 2016 by the San Diego Padres and went to college in Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne. Going pretty good. Miller in. Kicks and deals the pitch by Miller, and that's lifted high fly in the air to the left fielder, Ruda. And he's got it for one away. So what a great fly out. That'll bring in Pedro Leon. Leon is in. The pitch to him, and that's going to be lifted. And the right fielder runs it, and he can't catch up to it. And the count now is 0-1. Looking pretty good here tonight. And now here is the 0-1. High fly in the air. And out of play for a called strike 0-2. Looking in is Miller. And now here is the 0-2 delivery. And right there, and that's going to get through for a base hit. My goodness gracious me. The hot corner man nearly got that one, and as you can see, instant replay. That one he nearly had. And now that'll bring in Corey Lee. 2 for 2, 2 singles, and so far a Taco Villa double play will get the missions out of this inning unscathed. And now here is the pitch. That is a changeup down and low, and the count 0-1. So far 1 on and 1 away here in this half inning. On a beautiful Wednesday night, and everybody is out and about. Come to a ball game. We are live here till Sunday. And after that, we are gone for 2 straight weeks. Head to Midland for the first stop and Corpus Christi for the second. 0-1 right there, and in a slider inside, and the count 0-2. So far looking for a Taco Bell double play, and they'll get him out of the inning. 0-2 right there, and ooh, ouch, that got the catcher in the leg. And the count now still holds at 0-2. 0-2 one more time right there, and that's going to be a fair ball. That's going to fall for a base hit. And in. First and second now.
The first baseman, number 23.
And that'll bring in number 23, JJ Matajevic, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. That is down and outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. First and second now, and just 1 out in this half inning. So far, Evan Miller hoping that he does not lose confidence out there. And that's going to be high in the air, and that is going to be bouncing off the wall. The run in to score. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. And Corpus Christi will no longer have that shutout intact. And now that will be a 2 runs in their favor. They get 2 back. 2-run double. And that will be it for Evan Miller. So far on the mound, he has really just not been well, and that will bring in the left-hander Californian Jerry Keel. 6'6", 240 pounds, age 26. Gets the call for the San Antonio Missions here tonight. So far now the tying run now at the plate. And that will be Corey Julks. 0-1 the count as Keel will throw his first pitch here in the top of the 6th inning. So far, Keel looking to save 2 runs from coming in and scoring. And that's going to be right there, base hit. And that's going to be a run in. And another run double. And now Corpus Christi getting in.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And San Antonio just continues giving up 3 runs already. And now Alex McKenna coming in. Here's the pitch. That's down low, 4-seam fastball, and the count is 1-0. Strikeout line out 0 for 2 to McKenna here tonight. 4-3 the score, and the tying run now on second base. 1-0. And that's going to be a base hit. And he bodges it. The run in the score, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a tie ball game. As you can see, Corpus Christi making a little bit of a push. And that'll bring in Zach Daniels. Daniels is coming in, and so far he ain't going to give up, and so far that will do for Jerry Keel. Short time for him to come in. And we're going to stretch a new pitcher in. That'll be Mackenzie Gore, and another one, Aaron Leisure, warming up in the bullpen. And so far, Corpus Christi trying to get into this game. Zach Daniels coming in, 1 for 2 single in the 5th inning, and so far 1-0 is the count with 1 away and 1 on. 4 runs coming in to score in this half inning. So far San Antonio had a shutout. And so far, I guess when they pulled the starter pitcher, it really messed up with them. Sometimes that can literally just screw your team, and you don't want to ever pull a pitcher out that ain't doing too well. So far, let them stay in and see if they can regroup, and if not, just give them the early boot out of the game. And that way, they could do better next time. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Now the 2-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
3 balls, 1 strike, a Greg Kessinger on deck. So far, the go-ahead run now on first base. It's 3-1 the count. 3-1. And that's going to be full, so 3-2. 3-2 full count. Looking mighty well is Jerry Keel. Hopefully he has it in him. And ball 4, Keel lets it down. And so far now 1st and 2nd. And that moves the runner into scoring position there. That will bring in the 8-hole batter, Greg Kessinger. Triple in the 5th, 1 for 2. And now got starters in the bullpen. A mound visit. So far with these guys warming up.
Your attention, please.
Now Mackenzie Gore making his way into the ball game, and that will relieve Jerry Keel out of this game. So far, 6'3", 195 pounds, age 20 for San Antonio. And gotta say, hope the confidence is there to get 2 away in this ball game. Right there, a 4-seam fastball in the count, 0-1. McKenna in 2nd, Daniels out at 1st, 1 away in the inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Oh my goodness, that was a good one right there, and he gets him down. And the count now 0-2. Looking mighty well is Mackenzie Gore. So far, let's see if he can hack out another one right there. And there goes that, and they don't get him. thought they'd get a Taco Bell double play. It'd get them out of the inning if they did. That'll bring up CJ Hinojosa as he will strike in. 4-4 our score, tie ball game. Corpus Christi have the tiebreaker run out at third base. So far, got to be careful. And the count now, right there. And that is going to be bouncing. Boy, howdy, where did that come from? Well, that will bounce the first baseman. And a base hit and a run in. And now Corpus Christi, their 5th run in this ball game, comes in to score. Now that'll bring in the leadoff hitter, Jeremy Pena. He strides in and a four-seam fastball out of the zone, and the count now 1-0. Pena, the last time, flied out in the 6th inning, and so far he is 0 for 3. 1-0 delivery. And outside in the count now 2-0. 5-4 Corpus Christi in front of the lead. And so far San Antonio in a heap of trouble in this half inning. Looking to get out of this, and that's going to be right there. And they'll be in foul territory in left, and a foul ball. 2-1. In there, called strike, and the four-seam fastball in the count is evens at 2. Two, and right there, out of play. And the count now holding at 2-2. Mackenzie Gore looking in at Jeremy Pena. Here's the 2-2 right there. And that will be the final out of the inning. And finally, they get the bleeding to stop here in the top of the 6th inning. 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors. So far, 2 left on. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is a 5-4 ball game as Corpus Christi will take the lead on 5 runs.
Number 33.
The first baseman is Tyler Malone. Tying run, swing and a miss, and the count now is 0-1. So far, nighttime already going on, and it's going to be right there and to right field for the out, and 1 down. So far, the Hooks look for a W, and so far, San Antonio will not go down quietly without a fight. So far, the runs need to come in the bunches. So far, the old saying is, runs come in premiums. Well, they sure do. Somebody didn't lie about that little fact of the matter. Joshua Mears, 1 for 2, double and a run batted in. So far, confidence for Peter Solomon is getting high up in there. That's going to be right there, a base hit. And got to say, that shortstop misses the baseball. And good thing he didn't catch that for the out. That'll bring in Robert Hassel, the center fielder. Pretty good here this evening. Now the pitch to him. That is right there, up and right. And he's going to catch it to the track. And there's 2 outs. And now the runner heading back to first.
The batter, number 7.
And that will be 2 away. Robbie Podorski coming, 1 for 2, single and a run batted in. So far, the tire at first is the tying run. And that's right there. Right to left, and that will do it. So no runs on one hit, one left. Top half of the 7th coming up. Corpus Christi leads it 5-4. Leading off for the top half of the 7th for Corpus Christi, Pedro Leon. He's a 1 for 3 in this ball game, as he was a single in the run during his last time up. Here's a pitch by Mackenzie Gore. That is right there to shortstop C.J. Abrams. He's got it, and he's got it for the out and 1 away. So far 2 more, and we'll be to the stretch inning. That'll bring up Corey Lee, 3 for 3 and 3 singles and a run in. Gotta love it when that happens. You get those 3 for 3s, you can stretch it to 4 for 4s or 5 to 5s. And you could get it good right there. Right in, and the 4-seam, well, should I say the curveball will get in there. I was going to say 4-seam fastball. I stand corrected. So curveball in the count now, 0-1. Looking in is Mackenzie Gore. The 0-1. And that's going to be right there to left. And Ruda runs it down, and he's got it for the out. And 2 down.
The first baseman, number 23, J.J. Matajevic.
That'll bring in the first baseman for the Hooks, J.J. Matajevic. Matajevic coming in. And so far, he is ready to go. Double and 2 runs batted in, a run in for J.J. Matajevic. The pitch to him, and that's going to be far and inside for a 4-seam fastball. In the count now is 0-1. We're in the 7th, 5-4. Corpus Christi in the lead by just 1 run. So far, San Antonio looking to get in and get the ball game retied in the home half of the 7th inning. Let's pray and hope that time comes. 0-1. And slider outside, and the count now is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, the count. 1-1 delivery. And that's a curveball, and that is inside the zone, and that'll be 1-2. One more right here, 1-2. And down low, curveball, and the count now is 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Two and 2. Swing and a miss. Get him down, and that will end the inning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, get up and take me out to the ball game, and we're going to sing it. It's gone to the 7th inning in the home half. And now we got C.J. Abrams to lead us off in the Mission's home half of the 5th inning. Looking to go. The pitch pop committed, and that will go right into the catcher's mitt for a called strike, 0-1. So far, you got a lefty and a right-hander warming up in the Hooks bullpen. That is Kit Sheets and Seth Martinez warming up in this one. And now here is the 1-1. That is right there. That will... Nope. I thought it would be a base hit, but out of play. So 1-2 to CJ. And right there again. And that one will go foul. Right fielder Daniels looking at it. And that'll be the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right there again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So far, right fielder Brian De La Cruz was called up to Sugar Land. And AAA Pacific Coast League and the Houston Astros AAA affiliate Farm Club. Right there, slider, and the count now is 1-2. One more chance, 1-2. And right there again, fouls it off. 8 pitches this at bat for C.J. Abrams. And lifted high fly in the air to right field, and he's got it for the out and 1 away. So still there are tying runs, and so far Aggie Rosario grounded out in the 5th, 0 for 3, and he's got to make amends meet right here. So far with 8 outs remaining, and the Missions only have at least 3 more innings to play and just 8 more to go, and they're outs. And that is well hit. And that's going to be hit well. And that's going to be a double with 1 away.
Third baseman, number 3.
And that one was well crushed. Now the tying run now in scoring position. And that will bring in Eschuri Ruiz. 2 for 3. The pitch in and lifted high fly in the air. And that'll bring in the run. And the runner will move up to third base.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ben Ruda.
That'll bring in the left fielder, Ben Ruda. As he comes in. 2 for 2, double, single, and 2 runs batted in. Looking to retake the lead with a base hit right here. The pitch, and that one's going to be fouled, and that'll be count 0-1. 0-1, and that's in there for the called strike. 0-2, the slider. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch by Peter Solomon. And four-seam fastball. Didn't miss by much. But it was called a ball, so 1-2. High fly to the air and to the right fielder. And he's got it for the out, and that will conclude 7 straight. We go to the top half of the 8th. Corpus Christi still holding on by 1 run. Now into the box is Corey Julks. 1 for 3, double, run batted in and a run in. So far for the Corpus Christi Hooks, leading by 1 run in the ball game. The pitch by McKenzie, that is far and outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. 11,690 fans here tonight, coming in and watching this Wednesday evening ball game right there. And that will go foul, and that'll even things at 1-1. So far, don't forget that tomorrow, if we have a rain-out ball game, hopefully we will reschedule for 2 7-inning games, either Friday or Saturday, for both Mission and Corpus Christi Hooks. So 1-1 the count. Right there, swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Don't forget that the first 2,000 fans that show up to the stadium will get a Missions Texas flag jersey. And the first 2,000 fans that show up early will get a jersey courtesy of Ford McCombs West. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Corey Julks. High fly to the air into right field. And the right fielder has it, and he's got it for the out, and that is one away.
Now batting.
Alex McKenna, the center fielder, was 1 for 3, single run batted in and a run in. So far, so good for Corpus Christi to be in the lead, and so far, Houston Astro fans watching the AA Central, you know, I will say the AA Central here on MLB Network. So far, a lot of Houston Astro type fans and a lot of San Diego Padres out here in the stadium tonight. High fly to the air to center. Center fielder, and he's got it for the out. And 2 quick outs in the top half of the 8th inning. Well, 1 more to go. And so far, that'll bring in Zach Daniels. Here in the top half of the 8th. Almost done for the 9th. Don't forget, the Missions will conclude the series on Sunday evening. And they are gone for 2 straight weeks. Right there, 4-seam fastball out of the zone and a count 1-0. 2 opponents, Midland and Corpus Christi. The Missions on the road for 2 weeks on those 2 locations. And the Missions will be back home on Tuesday, August 24th. To kick off a 6-game series against the Midland Rockhounds. Play the end of August. August 31st, the first game against Amarillo. And then the doubleheader on that Wednesday evening with 2 games versus the Sod Poodles. 1-0. And pop foul and the count 1-1. So far after that 13-game homestand, Missions will get ready and take the final 6 games on the road of the year as they will head to the Frisco Rough Riders. Play Frisco for 6 more times of the year. And then come back home and finish the season against the Corpus Christi Hooks. So far for everybody in this 2021 baseball season, it has been a great ride, and I can't wait to see what 2022 will come in. That's going to be a curveball far and outside, and on deck now for the Hooks is Greg Kessinger. Kessinger is coming in. 3-1 count, 2 away. Nobody on bases in this one. 3-1 right there and foul. As that one will go down into the clubhouse. So far, bet somebody is going down there to pick that baseball up. Whether it could be a maintenance guy or whatever. But anyway, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. And right there. And that's going to get down for the base hit. And that's going to look like it's going to be into a triple. And it's a 2-out triple. And so far as it is,
Designated hitter, Gray.
that was a pretty good line shot. And so far that was going to get him into a triple with 2 away. Now that'll bring in Greg Kessinger, 1 for 3. Gotta say, gotta be careful.
1-0.
Change up in the dirt and the count 1-0. Kessinger tripled in the 5th inning and 1 for 3. So far he could try to stretch it into another triple and bring the run in. Swing and a miss, the 2-seam fastball down at the knees. Gotta say, he went down swinging on that one. And I bet somebody in the audience says, yeah, I can feel the wind off of that one. So far, looking in. The pitch 1-1, and that is outside the zone, and the count 2-1. Two balls, one strike. And that's ball three, so a four-seam fastball will miss down low, and the count now is 3-1. 3-1. And four-seam fastball, load up the count. So far, looking for a strikeout, and they'll get him out of the inning. And San Antonio looking to get in and try to avoid another run being scored in. 3-2. Right there, and that will be popped commit right there at the plate. And so far, 3-2 the full count. 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that will put an end to that one. And a strikeout by Mackenzie Gore, as that will be this top half of the eighth. So no runs on one, a couple of hits, one left, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the eighth. Corpus Christi leads it 5-4. Seth Martinez will lead it off in the home half of the eighth inning. And coming up to greet him is Michael Cantu. 6'2", 200 pounds, age 25 is Seth Martinez. Swing and a miss, and the slider, and the count now is 0-1. Colin McKee, a right-hander, warming up in the bullpen. So far, the tying run for San Antonio in the box now, and that's going to be hit. Right to second and right to first for the out. And there is one away. So far, the Mission's down to their final 5 outs of the night. And that'll bring up Tyler Malone. Malone coming in, the pitch. And that's right there to first. Big mistake there. Now they are down to 4. So 4 outs remain for the Missions. And that'll bring in Joshua Mears, the right fielder. So far, 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that's right there. And that's going to get down for the base hit. Running hard, and he's in there. So a double. And another base hit will get the tying run home. And that will bring in Robert Hassel. Hassel coming in and looking for more. The pitch, swing and a miss, a sinker. And 2 for 3, triple single, and a run batted in. 2 for 3 by Robert Hassel. Swing and a miss, the sinker again. It gets him chasing. So far, Martinez trying to get out of this inning unscathed. So far, wishing that there could have been some guys to come in. And that's going to be a changeup outside. Holds up 1 ball and 2 strikes. The bottom half of the 8th, Corpus Christi is leading this ball game by 1 run. So far, the Missions have the tying run up at second. And right there. And that'll be a foul ball, and the count now still holding on at 1-2. 1-2, and strike 3. Right there as he gets him down looking. And Hassel in a disagreement. Talking to the home plate umpire about that call. He ain't happy at all. Well, curiously, I don't blame him. It was pretty much a call that I cannot argue. And that'll bring in CJ Hinonosa. Both teams down to 3 outs. So far for San Antonio, they'll try to regroup in the bottom of the 9th inning and look for ways to get that tying run to score in early. Now here is the 0-1. Right there out of the zone. And the count now is 1-1. One ball, one strike the count. The pitch in, and that's in. Curveball in the count 1-2. Don't forget, after this game, stay tuned because we got your AA Central scores and standings. So far in this game, it is a close one here. 5-4 as Corpus Christi in the lead. Right there, and whoa, look out. Somebody's head nearly got taken off by that foul ball. You got to pay close attention to foul balls that coming out of the zone. 1-2 to CJ Hinonosa. And nope, he did not chase after that one. That will even things at 2-2. So 2-2 the count in the top half of the 9th inning for the Hooks. 2-2. Right there to short. Abrams, the first, and down he goes out at first base. And what a magnificent play by C.J. Abrams. And that'll bring in Jeremy Pena. The ground out in the 6th inning. So far, so good. Top of the 9th inning. And Jeremy Pena coming in. Bunt attempt there. Getting it is the hot corner, and he's grabbing it. And he's got it. What a beautiful play. The bunt attempt is snuffed out. And look at this play again. Boom, get him down. Just love a play like that. So good. Now in is Pedro Leon. One more time here for Corpus Christi for the evening. And a 4-seam fastball in the count. And last time up, single run and 1 for 4 in this ball game. So far, Corpus Christi only up by 1 run, and San Antonio looking to get in. Here is the 0-1. Right there, and foul. So 0-2 is the count. Hooks, and that will do. 0-2. Right there. Right to first. Get it down unassisted, and that will end this half inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 9-1-2 hitters due in the bottom of the 9th. And it's a 5-4 game.
Now pitching for Corpus Christi.
Now pitching for the Hooks is Colin McKee, 6'3", 225-pound, age 25 right-hander. Getting the call for the Corpus Christi Hooks to lead the bottom of the 9th and to get the save situation going. Robbie Podorski coming in, a 1 for 3 with a single and a run batted in. So far 3 outs remain, and here is the pitch. That's going to be a ball and inside for the 4-seam fastball, and the count now is 1-0. Tying run at the plate. Looking for a run to come in. Lifted high in the air. And did he dive? Yes, he catches that one. What a way to get down the right fielder. Making a little play right there. He grabs. And Zach Daniels takes that. 100% in route efficiency and 55 feet covered. And now that'll bring in C.J. Abrams. Abrams coming in, and here's the pitch. That is going to be right there. That's going to be a base hit. And it's going to get to the corner of the wall. And it's going to bring in right to third, and that's going to be a good chance right there. A high one gets the game tied, and that means extra innings is fixing to come in play. That'll bring in Aggie Rosario. Rosario is the only hope of the team. And now here is the pitch. High fly in the air. Big mistake there as he will fly out, and the first baseman will take that.
Third baseman, number 3.
And that will get him in the final out of the inning. And Eschuri Ruiz, 2 for 4, 2 triples and 2 runs. So far, that will screw a team on the flyout. And now here's the pitch. That is down and in for a four-seam fastball, and the count 1-0. 2 away runner and tying run out at third base, looking for the base hit right here, and they'll draw him in. 1-0. And is that going to get down? Yes, it will. The tying run in to score. Holy mackerel. And this game is tied, folks. Now that'll bring in Ben Ruda. The left fielder for 2 for 3s. The pitch, and that's going to be lifted. High fly and down for the base hit. Now the winning run is about into scoring position. And so far, so good. Looking for a home run here, and it will end the ball game. It will send the 2 losses and complete them and striking them out. Michael Cantu 0 for 2, a ground out in the 8th inning. So far, this game is tied at 5-5. Cantu coming in and looking for the big one. Here's the pitch. And lifted, high fly in the air. And ladies and gentlemen, we got more baseball ahead on this Wednesday evening. 1 run come in, that was the tying run. We go to extras. Top half of the 10th coming up, 5-5, the score. Extra innings rule, Coy Lee, 3 for 4, 3 singles and a run in. Runner out at second base. And so far, San Antonio looking to get out of this inning unscathed. Scary situation is the game on the line. So far, San Antonio looking to get out of a 2-game losing streak. And that's going to be right there. And they do not go. And so that one is out. And Ronel Blanco warming up in the Hooks bullpen. So far, no advance. Here's the 2-0. Right in, a slider inside. Called strike 2-1. Got a great home crowd here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining us live on the air. So far, the time is about 10 o'clock as we are in extras. It's going to be right there to short to Abrams to first and 1 away. So far, need 2 more outs. And the Missions get their opportunity in the 10th. J.J. Matajevic, 1 for 4. Coming in and looking to go. The pitch, and that's going to be right there, base hit. And that means The tiebreaker run
Now batting.
now 90 feet away.
Joe.
And that'll bring in Corey Jolks. Looking for a double play here. The pitch. And that's a curveball inside for the count 0-1. Double run batted in. A run 1 for 4 by Corey here tonight. Here's the 0-1. That's inside. Curveball count now 0-2. So far, first and third, one away in the top half of the 10th inning. So far, looking for another curveball. And now the 0 go. The second, and he's got it. A double play in Taco Bell. And you got coupons again. What a lucky evening this is. Bottom of the 10th. And it's a 5-5 ball game.
Your attention, please.
Ronel Blanco, 6'0", 180 pounds, age 26.
Ronel Blanco.
Will be on the mound for Corpus Christi. And leading off, Tyler Malone, 1 for 4. Single on the run.
The first baseman, number 33.
So far, the winning run now at second base. And a base hit gets him in. Here's the pitch. And that's right there. And that moves the runner up. And the winning run now 90 feet away.
The right fielder, Joshua Mears.
That will bring up Joshua Mears as he comes in. Mears, 3 for 4, 2 double, single, and a run batted in. Needs to be the hero here tonight. And a base hit wins the ball game. And pitch out, nothing doing. That's for the ball in the count 1-0. Ralph Garza, a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. So far, winning run 90 feet away. This game could go. And lifted, high fly in the air. And here comes the winning run. And he is in to score, and it's a walk-off home run. And the Missions win it. And they go nuts, my friends. What a way to get this one back. And the 2 losing streaks come to an end. And what a way for this one. They walk off in the 10th inning. And it was a good one. So far, so good for this game here tonight. And the final, a 1-run finish as this one is done. 6-5 the final. And the Missions, boy howdy, close game as Corpus Christi tries to propel a win in the top half of the 6th inning. So this will just about do it for everybody here. We got more on the way. And we got your final line scores from the Double-A Central. As this will do it here for us on this Wednesday evening. So pretty good night for Mission fans. And you gotta love this game here tonight. 1 run wins it in the top of, well, the bottom of the 10th.
First for the victorious Missions, 6 runs.
What a way to win it. Back for more after this.
9 runners on base. For the Hooks, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
So what a way to win it, as the missions will win their 43rd of the year, as the San Antonio missions beat the Corpus Christi Hooks by the final score of 6-5. Corpus Christi down 36-44. So far, we're going to go ahead and look at the Frisco Rough Riders. Go ahead for the standings, which we need to go to the score column. So scores here tonight in the Double-A Central. So far, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals made up a doubleheader. And so far, both games, the Naturals win 5-1. So my goodness, what a way that Northwest Arkansas gets 2 straight games. And that means Northwest Arkansas now 42, moving in 3rd place. So what a way for them to get tied up with the Arkansas Travelers. Gonna go ahead and get them straight to 2nd or to 3rd place. So far, if tonight they winning 2, and tomorrow night they could win another one, and that will push them right to 2nd. So Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas tied at 42 as they beat the Arkansas Travelers in 2 games. Arkansas 42-38. So far for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, now 42-38. They're tied even with the Travelers. So, looking at the Tulsa Drillers tonight, the Springfield Cardinals getting a slap in the face. Or should I say the punch in the face, which really hurts. Now Tulsa is up 42-38. Springfield will now be 31-49 for the year. We'll go ahead and look at Midland. Midland will lose to the Wichita Wind Surge by the final of 7-6. So close game there in Wichita. So far, the Rockhounds now 40-40. 40 wins and 40 losses of the year. Wichita now 46 in this ball game. So far, now 3 games away. San Antonio getting trailed by the Rockhounds, and so far 3 games. Midland has to win at least 3, and San Antonio has to lose 3 in order for Midland to move into 2nd place. Well, for Corpus Christi, it is 36-44. And for the Frisco Rough Riders and the Amarillo Sod Poodles tonight, Amarillo will win 34, their 34th victory, as they will win against the Frisco Rough Riders by the final score of 3-2. So far, the Frisco Rough Riders now at 47-32. So far, let's make sure that we are not missing anything, and we'll go ahead and give you standings for the Double-A Central. And gotta say, pretty good night tonight for the San Antonio Missions. Love how this ball game went. It was absolute fun, and I enjoyed it as we got to watch a Missions walk-off win. So far, go ahead and grab your AA scorecards. So far for Frisco, 47 and 32, 40 all out for Midland. San Antonio, 43 and 35. Corpus Christi, 36 over 44, 34 and 45 for Amarillo. Wichita Wind Surge, 46 and 34. Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, and Tulsa are tied with 42 and 38, all out even. Foot race for the three North Division teams. Springfield, 31 and 49. So we got a pretty good deal right here this evening. Well, for everybody here, a perfectly good ball game. So far, let's go over your runs, hits, and errors. First for the San Antonio Missions. 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. And for Corpus Christi, they had a 6th inning with 5 runs in there. 5 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Eschery Luis was 3 for 5 with 2 triples and a run batted in. And he is tonight's player of the game, interviewed by these guys. So far, he says that these triples came at premiums, and so far, they did indeed. Winning pitcher for San Antonio tonight is Mackenzie Gore, as he did a 4 for 2, gave up 3 hits, and struck out 2. The loss for the Corpus Christi Hooks tonight is Ronel Blanco. Stayed in for just a half inning, and he didn't give up no hits or strikeouts or nothing. So far, pretty good for this one. Well, tomorrow night we are live at 7:05. Hopefully the storms will not come. Hopefully, if they do, you could catch us Friday night for Major League Baseball, the show. Or for Minor League Baseball. Do correct myself right there. Minor League Baseball, the show, will be live and on the air. If we do get rained out, we'll have a doubleheader either Friday or Saturday. Saturday is a jersey giveaway. Don't forget, 2,000 fans that get into the stadium. Show up early for this jersey giveaway. It is a San Antonio Missions Texas flag jersey giveaway to the first 2,000 fans as they enter the stadium. Missions will conclude the series on Sunday evening. And so far, the Missions after Sunday will be gone for 2 weeks as they will head to Midland for a 6-game set. Then 6 games on the beach at Corpus Christi. Missions will return home for a 13-game homestand as they will play host the Midland Rockhounds beginning on Tuesday, August 24th. As they verse off the Midland Rockhounds. Then after that will be Sunday. I think it's a Sunday. I'd have to look for you guys. It will be the last day of August, which that is one thing that I need to look at before making this announcement. I do believe it will be the 31st when the Missions play the Sod Poodles. I think I am right about that. Yep. I'm right. So far, the San Antonio Missions greeting the Amarillo Sod Poodles And this time around, it is a 7-game series versus Amarillo. So Amarillo will get to come in and have a good time as they will play the missions. First game at 5 o'clock. And then we'll move on to game 2 with 30 minutes in between, beginning on that September 1st. So far, the season almost coming to an end, and gotta say, we are a few more homestands of the year. And gotta say, it has been a great and honor to be your announcer here in 2021. Want to make sure that next year is going to be pretty good. We're going to have a good time, and so far next year we will talk about right as we approach September 19th. So far, this last game of the year will be at 6:05 on that Sunday evening. The finale of 120 games, as the San Antonio Missions will play Corpus Christi. And gotta say, that right there going to be pretty good. Playoffs are in reach, and gotta say, hopefully somebody will make it in. Well, for all of us, final score 6-5 as the San Antonio Missions will walk off here. For all of us, have a good night, and we will see y'all either tomorrow or Friday. Depends if Mother Nature is good. So anyway, have a good night, and we'll see you next time on MLB Network, the show.